Autoline Daily is brought to you by Bosch. The number of clean diesel models in North America will double by 2014. Bosch Clean Diesel. Good, clean, fun. Bridgestone. Your journey, our passion. Dow Automotive Systems. Improving durability and increasing design flexibility with Betamate structural adhesives at dowbetamate.com. And by the 2013 Hyundai Sonata. Learn more at HyundaiSonata.com.
Welcome to Autoline Daily for July 24. I'm John McElroy, and here are some of the latest developments taking place in the automotive business. Up in Finland, a company called Valmet has done a bang-up business with its automotive assembly plant. It has made Boxsters for Porsche, it's currently making the Fisker Karma, and now Mercedes-Benz has contracted the plant to make the A-Class. That's because Mercedes completely ran out of production capacity to meet demand of the A-Class. Valmet will assemble 100,000 of the cars between 2013 and 2016, but how ironic that with all the manufacturing overcapacity that there is in Europe, Valmet has built a successful business around making cars for companies that do not have enough capacity. Yesterday, Ford announced that the plug-in version of the C-Max will deliver a 20-mile electric range and a 550-mile combined range. Today, the company announced that pricing for the car will start at $33,745, but with a $3,750 federal tax credit, the price drops to around $30,000. But the big news is Ford cut the cost of the hybrid system by 30%, by bringing more development in-house and by sharing parts and components from other vehicles on the same platform. 30% is a lot, and it shows the value of bringing work in-house instead of outsourcing it. Say, did you know that about 7 gallons of oil go into making one tire? That's a big reason why Goodyear announced it's found a way to replace petroleum with soybean oil. The company says it should be able to get soybean oil-based tires on the road around 2015, and that using soybean oil may also improve tread life by as much as 10%. Geez, this next story is just plain disgusting. Carroll Shelby's family has been fighting over his estate and his remains. Now the fight is over, and Shelby's last wife and his 3 children agreed to split his ashes 5 ways, with 2 shares going to the wife and 1 each to the children. I'm tempted to say that old Shelby must be turning over in his grave as they fight over his remains, but in splitting his ashes 5 ways, he cannot even be doing that. Hey, if you own a pickup truck and hate climbing in and out of the bed, this could be perfect for you. Called the Elephant Stand. It's a steel plate that attaches to the hitch assembly. No special assembly is needed. It just slides into place. You just spin the stand out, lock it into place with a pin, and then you can use it as a step to get into the bed of your truck. The Elephant Stand is rated to hold over 600 pounds and can be bought online for $170, including shipping and handling.
Well, this is one of the hottest, most powerful cars in Volkswagen's lineup. I'll tell you what it is, plus a whole lot more, right after this.
Why?
Because plants need water to grow.
Because baseball's played in the summer.
Oxygen and hydrogen.
Because I forgot to get a receipt.
Why?
Why not?
Why?
Why don't you go ask your dad?
Do Sonata drivers know something you don't? The Sonata from Hyundai.
So what have I been driving for the past few days? Well, folks, right behind me is the 2012 Volkswagen Golf R, imported to the U.S. straight from Wolfsburg, Germany. Base price for this thing is about $33,900, excluding destination and delivery, which works out to about $800. This test car, however, has been optioned up to more than $36,000, which is a huge chunk of change for a people's car. But what does that get you? Well, under the hood, it's powered by a familiar engine, a 2-liter turbocharged 4. You've probably seen it in a lot of other Volkswagen and Audi vehicles. In this application, though, it delivers 256 horsepower, plenty of power for this little 3-door. And I've got to say, this is one of the smoothest running 4-cylinder engines in the business. I challenge you to find one that's smoother. Also, it's matched to a 6-speed manual transmission, plus the company adds its 4-motion all-wheel drive into the mix, which can send up to 100% of the engine's torque to the rear wheels when necessary. All that power may sound like it would be bad for fuel economy, but you might be surprised. This thing stickers at 19 in the city, 27 out on the open road. So what's it like behind the wheel? Well, my overall impression of driving this car is that it is very smooth. The shifter just slides through the gears. The clutch take-up, while it feels a little bit artificial at first, quickly becomes second nature. And this thing is surprisingly fast as well. That 256 horsepower will drop kick you to the horizon quicker than you realize, so be careful out there. Also, a couple things on this car I don't like. I already mentioned the price, but what can you say? Cars are expensive these days. And another thing is the stop-start button that turns the car on and off. It's kind of an afterthought. It looks like Volkswagen busted out some hot glue and just stuck that thing right on the side of the steering column. I think they could have done a better job integrating that. But minor gripes aside, this car is a blast to drive, and you should check one out if you're looking for a hot hatchback.
No doubt about it, that R is helping to sell more Golfs. So far this year, sales are up 34% in the American market. Even so, while sales are up, the volume is not that great, only about 12,000 cars, but no doubt VW has plans to take that number higher. Hey, be sure to join us this Thursday night for Autoline After Hours, where me and that auto extremist Peter DeLorenzo take the show on the road over to Bob Lutz's garage. We're going to show you his collection of cars, and no doubt he is going to have a lot to say about the car business from the vantage point of someone who used to be an insider, but now does not have to be as careful about what he has to say. Not that Bob Lutz ever held back. And remember, if you cannot join us for the live show, you can always catch it whenever you want on our website at autoline.tv, or you can get the podcast at the iTunes store. And that wraps up today's report. Thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.